The U.S. Army Air Forces, in their pursuit of strategic air power, had honed the doctrine of high-altitude, daylight precision bombing, aiming to surgically strike vital enemy targets. This approach, when combined with the British Royal Air Force's expertise in nighttime area bombing, formed the cornerstone of the Allied combined bomber offensive. The relentless aerial campaign against German industrial targets, particularly the Ploiești oil refineries in Romania, was a testament to the Allies' determination to cripple the Nazi war machine. Ploiești, a strategic hub nicknamed Hitler's gas station, was a crucial source of fuel for the German war effort, supplying a significant portion of the Reich's oil. Its strategic importance made it a prime target for the Allies. The genesis of Operation Tidal Wave can be traced back to the Casablanca Conference in January 1943. Allied leaders, including President Franklin D. Roosevelt and Prime Minister Winston Churchill, recognized the urgent need to disrupt the German oil supply. They entrusted General Henry Hap Arnold with the mission, who, in turn, delegated it to Colonel Jacob Smart. Smart, having experience with previous refinery attacks, devised a daring plan that would deviate from conventional bombing tactics. The plan involved a massive low-level assault by 178 B-24 Liberator bombers, carrying 1,751 airmen. The bombers would fly from Benghazi, Libya, across the Mediterranean Sea and the treacherous Pindus Mountains, before entering Romania and attacking the 9 Ploiești refineries simultaneously. The low-altitude approach, under radio silence and without fighter escort, was intended to achieve surprise and minimize exposure to German anti-aircraft defenses. The bomber force was meticulously organized into 2 groups, Team A and Team B, led by Colonels Keith Compton and John Kane, respectively. The pilots underwent intensive low-level training, simulating the challenging terrain and the anticipated defenses. They practiced flying in tight formations, navigating through simulated obstacles, and executing precise bomb runs at extremely low altitudes. The mission was envisioned as a swift and decisive blow, capable of crippling a third of Germany's oil refining capacity in a mere half hour. However, Allied intelligence significantly underestimated the formidable defenses surrounding Ploiești. Luftwaffe General Alfred Gerstenberg, anticipating an attack, had transformed the region into a heavily fortified zone. His defense network included hundreds of anti-aircraft guns, cleverly concealed in various locations, and 3 fighter groups, comprising Messerschmitt Bf-109s and Bf-110s, ready to intercept any intruders. Gerstenberg had spent years meticulously preparing for this eventuality, while the Allies had only 6 weeks to prepare their ambitious assault. On August 1, 1943, Operation Tidal Wave commenced. The B-24s took off in their airfields in Benghazi, but problems arose almost immediately. Radio silence orders, intended to maintain secrecy, led to navigational errors and communication breakdowns. Planes were lost due to poor visibility and crashes. The formations became scattered as they descended to low altitude, and a critical navigational mistake sent one group towards Bucharest instead of Ploiești. This blunder broke radio silence, alerting the German defenses. By the time the bombers reached Ploiești, only 167 remained. The Germans, forewarned, were ready. The attack, launched by Team A from the south and Team B from the north, descended into chaos, earning the name Black Sunday. The bombers faced intense anti-aircraft fire, and debris from explosions damaged the planes. Survivors reported harrowing conditions, with branches, barbed wire, and even flaming debris striking their aircraft. The low-level approach, intended to minimize exposure, instead placed the bombers directly in the path of the German defenses. The surviving bombers attempted to escape, pursued by German fighters. Many crashed in Romania or were lost at sea, while some managed to land in Allied bases or neutral Turkey. The human cost of the mission was staggering, with over 300 airmen killed and 108 captured. The psychological impact on survivors was profound, with many grappling with the trauma of witnessing the carnage. Despite the heavy losses, Operation Tidal Wave became the most highly decorated American military operation, with 5 Medals of Honor awarded. Lieutenant Colonel Addison Baker, Major John Jerstad, and Lieutenant Lloyd Herbert Hughes received posthumous honors for their extraordinary courage and sacrifice. Colonels John Kane and Leon Johnson were the surviving recipients, recognized for their exceptional leadership and bravery. Colonel Smart, the operations architect, spent nearly a year as a prisoner of war and later retired as a 4-star general. However, the operation's strategic results were disappointing. Only 88 bombers returned to base, and the damage inflicted on the Ploiești refineries was quickly repaired. Within months, the refineries were operating at even greater capacity. The rapid recovery of Ploiești led to Operation Tidal Wave being considered a failure. The Allies never repeated the low-level bombing strategy against heavily defended targets. Yet, some argue that the temporary disruption of Ploiești's oil production, however brief, contributed to the Allied war effort. The operation's impact, though not decisive, might have played a role in the eventual Allied victory in 1945. The daring nature of the mission, the extraordinary heroism of its participants, and the enduring debate surrounding its strategic value have cemented its place in World War II history. Operation Tidal Wave serves as a stark reminder of the complexities of warfare, the human cost of strategic decisions, and the enduring legacy of courage and sacrifice. The mission's impact, both immediate and long-term, continues to be debated, but its place in the annals of military history is undeniable. The bravery of the airmen who flew into the heart of enemy territory, facing overwhelming odds, remains a testament to the human spirit in the face of adversity. The operation also highlights the importance of accurate intelligence, the challenges of coordinating complex air operations, and the unpredictable nature of warfare. The echoes of Operation Tidal Wave continue to resonate, offering valuable lessons for military strategists and historians alike.